All right, so what up, everybody? I'm back at it again with another video. I was gonna wait to make a video um, when it came to reading the verses of the Bible, but then I got to Genesis 19, where it talks about Lot and his daughters, and I think the city was like Gomorrah, or something like that. There was two cities that two angels visited. And those two cities get destroyed too. Now, they got destroyed with raining sulfur. Burn them all the way down. Now, the reason why they got burnt down, I'm pretty sure it was because all the people were wicked again, as they were saying. Two angels showed up to Lot's house. And, he received them and washed their feet, gave them some food and stuff. And then all the people from the town saw that these guys showed up, so these angels showed up, so they went, trying to find out and see who they were. But I guess they showed up to Lot's house. They're all saying to let these men come out because we want to have sex with them. And I'm like, what? And they were saying like young man, old man, all this. And I'm just like, what? What's going on here? Like, in my head, I'm like, yo, wait, hold up. I'm like, what they're trying, and I'm like, oh, what? I don't know what's going on. Like, that's when I'm like, whoa, I thought I was reading the Bible. I didn't know this stuff was in the Bible. Like, damn. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I keep reading, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, that's what happened. Like, that's wow. That's crazy. And then, so people showed up. So this is what happened. So the angels were there. The people showed up. They're banging on Lot's door, telling him to come out. He's talking to these people, and he's telling them to let the angels out. We can have sex with them. I was like, no, like you can't have sex with them. Don't do nothing to these guys, to the angels, to these people. We can have my two daughters. They ain't never had sex with anybody. You can do whatever you want to them, just like that. Like it's just like you can have my daughter. They're like, nah, we want these two guys. And he's like, no, well, you can't have them, whatever. So then they were trying to like get in the house, but then the angels came out of the house and pulled Lot in, and they went outside and they whooped their asses. Got to fight with all these people, It says that he knocked them out, all of them cold and everything, and then came back inside and told Lot, you need to get your daughters and your wife out of here. Leave, because this place is getting destroyed. I'm like, damn. So they told him, you gotta run to the mountains. And then they're like, well, you know what? They're like, can we just, flee to this town nearby? It's called Zoar. And they're like, yeah, you know what? Okay, your wish is granted. You can go there. Don't go to the mountains or whatever. So they start fleeing out there, and that's when this starts happening. They start raining sulfur on this town, just completely wiping it all out, And I guess they were pretty wicked. I guess they're trying to have sex with angels, like the guys and stuff. Which hey, like, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I don't know if the angels were down with that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It was back in the day. I don't know what they had going on. I don't know what kind of fun they had. I don't know what they were doing. But apparently they didn't like that. You know what? But I was like, okay, cool. That's some pretty wild, crazy stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. I was over it. I'm like, all right, I keep reading. And then I get to the part where he's talking about his Lot and his daughters. The daughters start thinking, like, they move out. They were living in Zoar, but then they move out to the mountains, They moved out there, and they're out in these mountains. And the daughters get this great idea in their head, saying like, yeah, you know what? Like, there's no other man around here. Like, it's just us and Dad. But there's no other man out here, you know what I mean? Like, and it's, normal or typical on Earth, to, have sex with a man, to make more babies, to continue on the legacy, you know what I mean? So they thought it was the greatest idea, and this is in the Bible scriptures, you know what I mean? I'm just reading, and I'm just talking about what I'm reading, you know what I mean? So it says on there that the oldest daughter decided to get the dad drunk so that when the dad got drunk, she could have sex with him. And she gets pregnant by her dad. And then that was one day. And the next day, the youngest daughter, they get him drunk again, get him to drink wine. And then the youngest daughter goes and has sex with him. And she gets pregnant too. And I'm reading this and I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, what did I just read? I didn't think I was reading 50 Shades of Grey or 50 Shades or Backwoods somewhere. Like everybody says Backwoods, Alabama, but I'm like, damn, like that happened? I'm just mind blown. I'm just mind blown that they talked about that happening. I thought that's illegal. But I was going to make a video till later on, but I just had to let that out because I'm like, damn. They had babies with their dad. Like, and it talks about it in the Bible. A lot of people get the wrong image out of that, you know, that it's okay or something. I don't know. But that's just, I mean, to each their own, but damn. Yeah, I just had to come out here and just vent about that because it was a little wild. It got me off guard. You know, it's like 5:40 in the morning, you know, something like that. You know, I just got off of work and I'm reading this stuff and I'm just like, what? It's crazy. I don't know what else I'm going to find in this book now. Like, I went from like down, like I'm going to get to, you know, find out who God is. And I guess, you know, I am like on, you know, but I guess the little side quests, little side stories are really throwing me for, I don't know, for a crazy roller coaster. But you know what? Just stay tuned because apparently there's more crazy stuff to come by. All right. And I'll talk to you guys later.